coming, the snowflakes will be falling. It's the most wonderful time of year. So hang up your stockings, put the tinsel on the tree, because Christmas is coming, my dear. It's the only time of year the reindeer fly. You can see them on their sleigh ride across the sky. Gather all your family round, or go out and paint the town.
Calm and cold. That describes this morning. It was like 27 or something last night. Cold. Tonight should be 30, I think. Not colder, which is good. I was worried about my babies last night, but Tux was in the doghouse. Stripe ended up in the garage on the chair by the freezer, and Morris and Marty settled in the together, huddled in the cat hotel on the heating pad in there. So hi Morris, you should eat. Let me let Stripe out now. Stripey, you ready to go back out there? Morris is waiting on you. Go use the bathroom and go see Morris. Gotta do water. Morris is like, Stripe, my buddy. I don't know if Panther got in one of the dog houses last night or stayed in his chair. When I went to bed, he was in the far chair. It's up to him. There's heating pads in the dog houses, and I have seen him use those at least last winter. You know, I worry about my babies whether I need to or not. The only time I get super concerned, I've said this before, is if we have multiple days in a row into the teens and we don't recover above freezing. It's like there's no break from it then. But we were like at 29. It fell from 32 just below freezing right close to bedtime. And, you know, it really wasn't down below freezing very long. It wasn't an extended freeze. It'll warm up nice enough today into the 50s again, so. But I checked heating pads, I checked sleeping positions, and everybody was happy and on. You know, the last thing you want to do when they're on their sleeping pads and they've got the area all warmed up is to go wake them up and get them off of their area. You can see the ice this morning. Not solid, I just stuck my finger in it, but it's there. There you are. Good morning. How are you? I'll trade you a full plate for an empty plate. Yeah, there's nothing here about the blind spot camera. Looks like I probably have the stop lights and stop signs showing up over here in the navigation screen. Looks like I got Beach Buggy 2. No light show. You know, it's not a lot going on, Ruby, which is what I was afraid of. I don't have time to talk about it more now. I'm technically late. It beeped really quick and said software update required, scheduled service, and then it went away. Yeah, so yeah, I've got 7 minutes to spare right now according to this that popped up, which that is nice. I wonder if it's really okay to drive, Ruby. I've also got Michelle's family presents already in the back of the car. I'm thinking about switching to Jules. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I really want to ride Ruby. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Basically, when I put the car in reverse, I got the blip about software update required, schedule service. And then coming down the driveway, it gave it to me again. So, I don't know. She's, you know what? Let's just reboot the car. I have not seen the alert since I rebooted. Obviously, I'm, you know, not even a mile down the road from where I rebooted at the end of the driveway, but we'll see what happens. I have time, you know, a few minutes after the appointment. I just don't have any more time before the appointment. I got up at 7:30. I needed to leave at 9:30. I guess I left at 9:35. Maybe 9:20 would have been better, but so it's saying I'm gonna get there at 10:12. My appointment's at 10:15. It takes at least 3 minutes to walk inside. So a few more minutes would have been good. I did remember, and the car told me to come. There's a roof going on that house there. The car told me to come this way and not to go the other back road. So I shouldn't get stopped in traffic this morning. This should be okay. It's just taking me over to Highway 55, a different route. I'll start out closer to the Fuquay Holly Springs border than right in the middle of Holly Springs by the time I cut over to the main road. I don't know, right this minute I'm feeling pretty good about the reboot fixing the little glitch. So I'm glad I was calm enough to remember that that would be a good thing to try. Our friend Adam, his Raven Model X, so I think that's a 2020. The software update failed to go on properly this morning, as a lot of us got it last night on, you know, like a next round of cars. We don't have any more details yet, and so I guess the fact that there was a little tiny something with Ruby didn't totally surprise me. Although I got a completed successfully message with Ruby, and Adam got a did not complete successfully message with Blueberry. So, and we have friends still waiting. Sorry, Andy. Hopefully not much longer. Although if it's going to have a problem, longer is better, right? This is dot 4. I've been following Rocco Speranza on Twitter, and he got the update the same time Jules got it, and he's apparently gotten a revision now, or was showing that revisions were out there. I do not believe Jules has a revision. Normally they would not push out the dot revisions to the cars that already have it, unless it's critical, and or there's, you know, while there's lots of other cars in the fleet that don't even have it yet. So keep my time on the arrival time, 10:11. Well, things are still not right because I don't have a lane. I'm not in autopilot, but I don't have a lane, and I'm also, if you'll see, I'm not allowed to invoke autopilot. It is not giving me that option, and I realize I'm stopped in traffic, but you know, I was just so set on getting myself out the door that, you know, it's just sort of coming to me now. I don't normally invoke autopilot full self-driving within a mile of the house, right? I get myself out on the main road. I make sure my navigation's right. I check my times. I make a video with you guys maybe, and then I think about engaging it. So yeah, I've lost autopilot with the update. Even though it said it completed successfully, it did not. And just to double check, the full self-driving beta is still enabled on my car. I thought it was worth. You can see I have a single pull now, so you can tell, you know, part of the update is on. But obviously it's not working properly. I let several friends know about the issue, and David reported back that there's some rumbling on Discord about the update removing FSD, period. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what's happened. I don't have the ability to do traffic aware cruise control, regular autopilot, or FSD. I am going to try one more reboot while in park, because the one I did at the end of the driveway, I forgot. My foot was on the brake, but I was still in drive. That could make a difference. Some reports say rebooting is fixing it. When I get out of my appointment, I'll try that. It's 10:09, so I'm doing good. I like to come up to this far end to park. The door is right here on my left. I do have to take the elevator up to the second floor. Don comes here too. Every 6 months, poor guy. Please, please don't let them find anything today I need to be worried about. Well, looky over here. It's newer than Ruby. It's got all the darkness on it. I think it's the new color red. Honestly, guys, I like Ruby's red better. Am I allowed to just say that? I am not. I don't dislike that red, but it's just not Ruby red, and I'm used to Ruby, and I'm not coveting that color like, oh my God, I'm not straight. I'm not like, oh my God, I gotta, you know, get a new X because I need that color red. No, it's a nice red. It's okay. I don't like it better than Ruby. You guys can like it better. I would tell you if I liked it better. I just don't. Use door on other side. This is because this is, you know, the day I'm having. It's not that big a deal. Just take it in stride, Marianne, and keep on putting one foot in front of the other. So when I put my foot on the brake, this message did pop up again, and I was able to get a picture and make a video. When my foot goes off the brake, it's going to go away. Maybe when I put in pin to drive, it's going to go away. Huh, it's lasting longer this time. I'm not worried. I just, you know. Whew, okay. Wow, maybe it's going to be a hard failure. The error. Let's see what the alert says, if anything. Oh, well, there was a USB drive malfunction message on the alert before it went away. Obviously, I don't know why they started doing this, but then there's nothing to show. If it's supposed to help me know a tire's down when I get in the car and before I move, it's saying an hour ago and not even telling me what it was then. And not the current. I understand it can't tell me the pressure till I start driving, but it could tell me the one from an hour ago. I don't remember. Can I see? Maybe on Jules I could go look at the alerts. Is it under service now? Because it's changed over the years. So don't go away. 10:22 a.m. USB I/O error, unplugged device from USB port. Yeah, I get it. Cruise control unavailable. Well, I can certainly unplug and replug the USB. Keeping my finger on it's keeping it from going away. I can even leave it out. I did see that Sentry was disabled and I did re-enable it, so I'm not sure that's still a problem, but I can't say that it's not either. I took the USB out, put it back in. It says no active alerts now. It appears that Sentry's on. I mean, ooh, what's that? What's the little A? Honest to God, I have no clue what that was. Should I know what that is? And of course now it's gone. This X is so new, it still has the sticker on the rim on the wheel. It's actually on the rim, right? It looked like it. Anyway, I can't get Ruby for a side-by-side shot because of that huge leaf pile, but I thought I'd at least come and do this, which is kind of analogous to what I did at Tesla service the one time. It looked like I was closer from inside the car. Yeah, notice the change in the fog lights. I don't have my fob. So I rebooted, I moved her over here, I got out, I got back up in. I've not seen the alert since then. So I'm putting in the pin. I would think getting back out and getting in, if it was going to re-alert me, would. Since it's a road, but it's not, I don't know, you know, I'm gonna have to see if it offers me autopilot other than the alert. That's the only other notification I have. Let me drive to the other side of the parking lot. You know, not being able to use the autopilot FSD convenience feature is a bummer, but not being able to tell about cars on my left and my right in the driver instrument cluster. That's really frustrating. That's a safety thing. I'm having to crank my neck more, and I'm going to whine about it. I mean, I always sort of look at my peripheral vision over my shoulder anyway, but I've trained myself to look at the driver instrument cluster for that extra something there or not there, and I'm not getting to do that right now. It's of zero help to me. So that's kind of, if you want to know what's really bothering me, that's what's bothering me. It's okay. It gives me something to talk about today. I'd still buy a Cybertruck tomorrow and deal with any issues it might have in a heartbeat. If I, you know, if Dawn was ready, I'd be ready. So, do I wish I wasn't having this problem? Obviously, but it's not that big a deal. It'll get sorted out. Just hopefully it won't take 9 months. I think they know I'm having trouble. Let's see what it says. Connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know I don't have it. I'm just trying to see what it says it wants to give me, and it's not telling me that. Well, anyway, another update to correct this update would be really good. I've got Sam now.
Hey.
And he's wearing red for Christmas. He wanted me to know he remembered, and he figured I was taking pictures, and I was like, yes.
Gotta remember these things.
Yeah. When you're with your mom, for sure. I appreciate it. You know, this is that area off to the side that was going in while Johnny and I were driving, and I cannot believe how quick those buildings have gone up down there in 6 months. It's just, here's that water they turned red by letting all of the mud go in, and anyway, that was pretty neat. So, waiting to get home to download a software update that's being pushed to Ruby. Nothing I can do about it till I get back on Wi-Fi. I will obviously get that kicked off as soon as I can. I wish I could say, when you're done downloading it, start it. But what happens now is, you know, it downloads it, and then I'll have to remember when it's actually downloaded to accept that I want to start it. And I guess I just, anytime, me personally, anytime there's a download, I would even click apply, you know, automatically, or I want that option at least. I mean, I guess if I'm traveling across the country, I might wait to install an update. But if I'm just around home, I just put it on, for God's sake. You know how many times I had to convince some of my customers at IBM, please just put the maintenance on. I mean, I was begging, me and Don both sometimes, it's like, please just put it on. I can't promise you it'll fix your problem, but I'm pretty darn sure, and I'm your best bet, so just apply it already, darn it. Yeah, that's how I feel about software updates. So live dangerously and just put it on. If it don't work right, then go back to the drawing board. But I'd say the likelihood that Ruby got 2 this morning means they know there's an error, and they fixed it, and they fixed it quick. So I am going to give Tesla the benefit of the doubt. If I hadn't had a drive to carry this morning, I never would have known. I never would have even known. So, oh, and they froze a spot near my left eye on the side of my nose. I think I said that. It stopped stinging, and it's not bothering me right now, but I do have to be careful not to push my glasses up too far, or it's going to hit it. And I know from Dawn coming home with these, God, how does he handle it when they do 20 of them? I don't know. When Dawn coming home with these, I know they get, you know, kind of unsightly, and they're not fun. So, but at least I only have one. Okay, it's 12:40. I am in the garage. There's that A again. Location sharing. This icon appears when an app requests your vehicle's live location data. You can turn off sharing anytime. So maybe Don looked. I don't care. It's totally okay if he looked. I don't care. I don't care at all, not even a little bit. Don and I joke the worst thing he's going to find out is I'm at Guardian Angel or I'm at the Lego store spending money. And that's the worst thing he's ever going to find out. So, well, that's neat. So, okay, let me take a picture of that too, because I asked a couple of people, and we've not seen it before. So, well, there you have it. Anyway, okay, I've run my mouth long enough. It's switched to green. That means, I guess, that it's actually downloading, and I'll watch to kick it off. So did you look to see where I was?
Actually, no.
You weren't in the app looking?
No, I wasn't. I was working, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe it was Johnny, because he does have the Tesla app installed, and I've told him it's always okay to see where Mom is, because I can see where he is, and that's fair.
Yeah.
So you get that little A. You get that A when somebody is looking, although I guess if Johnny says no, nobody else has it but us, so I'm going to say maybe it comes up sometimes. I'm not paranoid, so I'm not going to have but it was a new symbol I hadn't seen. So it caught my eye. I thought you just might wanted to know when I was going to be home, but I know you, when your head's down, you don't look.
I'm writing code.
You don't. I come in the house and sometimes you might not even know I'm home. So
right. If I didn't have to pee so bad, I probably wouldn't be out.
I understand.
But I was about to pop, so I stopped to say, come take care of business and come out and see my sweetie.
Right. So it's downloading. So as soon as it's done downloading, I'll try to stay up with it and I'll start it. Because everyone wants to know if Ruby's fixed.
That's right. Everybody wants to know.
Well, I don't know what either one of those means, but that's the 2 service alerts that Ruby's throwing that you can't see unless you get in service mode. So, APS something and PM something. Does APS or PM mean something to you?
No.
BM's like battery management.
Yeah. So what's the little down arrow mean?
Thank you for the reminder. Pedal monitoring warning, DAS CAN node is missing. And autopiler processor secondary detects that the autopiler processor primary is not functioning as expected, making AP features unavailable. APS detects the state of APP is not optimal based on watchdog state or general purpose input outputs GPIOs. APP is detected to be functioning. APP is detected to be functioning as expected. AP features will be unavailable. Well, no duh, Dick Tracy. Okay, well, I just thought it would be nice to capture what that was. Yeah. The update's downloading. I'm going to exit out of service mode, and I feel sure it's going to be fixed. I'm very positive on it. Well, we've now gotten appropriate Christmas photos of all the kitties, some inside, some out. We were getting really cold. It's only 45 out there. I didn't have a jacket on. Well, I'm not wearing a jacket. I do have on long sleeves, but anyway, we brought Tux in for a little more TLC. Unfortunately, he can't run around on his own, but looks like he's happy.
Okay.
So I know you came over here for the meat and the cheesecake, but I didn't make the cheesecake this time, by the way. I'm too busy. I'm making one for Christmas, but this one has a brownie on top of it. I knew it was.
No, don't worry.
Right, I'm just saying. I was feeling stressed this week, and I bought a cheesecake at Whole Foods. But I am making, if you're listening, certain individuals a real cheesecake on Christmas.
I was going to say, I don't think you should force them store-bought cheesecake on them. They are only...
You can open it.
Only good for a
Oh my God! Oh,
It is
did I give that to you? Oh, it's so adorable. I wish I'd bought a couple more of them. I love them. There's like, I think there was a 6 or 8 in the... That's gingerbread, and that looks like an owl?
It's a deer.
It's a deer,
It's
okay.
a deer. I do see the antlers.
The antlers. Oh, I wish I'd have bought me one too.
Well, you know what that means. Its name is Dawn.
Not to be confused with Dawn.
Dawn, that's right.
Every time I message people and on Facebook Messenger and I say Dawn, I've told him it puts Dan in. I don't say it Dan, I say Dawn.
Yeah. Well, this one you can just say Dawn.
Dawn.
Well, Ruby's charging right now, but I'm going to unplug her here. And I'm going to put the car in reverse or whatever. Marianne asked me to check because the holiday update has reinstalled the .4 holiday update 2023 something whatever. Hang a second. 2023 44.30.4. So I'm gonna put it It just says minor fixes. I'm just gonna put it in reverse. She doesn't say anything. She didn't say anything about going forward. She actually moved, so I would say we're good.
I bet you don't mind donning the apron for this piece of meat.
No, ma'am.
We're just gonna have one of these twice in like within a week's amount of time. Ask us how painful that's gonna be for us. Not.
Not a problem.
And I made potatoes and I warmed up the casserole from the other night. Woo! Whoa, baby. Serious business.
All right, here we have our cheesecake.
Well, that's my slice of cheesecake.
Are you sure about that? There seems to be plenty for everybody.
Single serving.
5x4.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can't even drop it on the floor to discourage us.
Yeah.
He was joking about that earlier, but we have here a nice chocolate cheesecake, and I'll let you do the honors of. Yeah, brownie cheese. Yep, chocolate, brownie, fudge, whatever. It's all sugar. Yeah, and there's the inside of it, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yes.
I really meant to do this right after I bought them. I meant to do it on several drives. I kept forgetting. Tomorrow, when the car's not got all of presents in the back, I need to get a better picture, but they fit on the headrest, these ones from Walmart. Yoo-hoo! You have antlers.
Oh, I do?
Feel free to put it on when your head's cold tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's see if we really don't have any messages and if we have the ability to engage FSD.
So far, so good.
Did not recognize the 5 mile per hour sign and changed to 5 mile per hour.
Oh.
But that was only in joules?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say she's not fixed. You have no lines showing the driveway, although she just did show an ultrasonic sensor alert for one of the trees. Which I wasn't seeing any of that proximity alert stuff this morning. Thinks the mailbox is a person, but that's been happening anyway. No ability to engage FSD. No alert, but no FSD. All right. Well, we've done everything we can do short of them rolling out another update or service doing something. So I'll be opening up a ticket. Oh, wow, we're here. So fast pass people are supposed to go in on the right over here somehow. This puts me in a good holiday mood for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, look at the above the house with the fireworks.
Oh yeah, he adds new every year. They start working on it in October. He's currently and still raising money to help people with legal entry into the country get out of the war zone in Ukraine. It's his passion. He's actually from South America originally.
This big tall tree.
Yeah. Oh, Model X. Model X, yay, you can see everything. I'm recording on the iPhone because audio doesn't really matter here, and oh, wow. This is just amazing.
This is probably the most impressive Christmas house I've ever seen.
It's right, it ranks right up there. And he does it because he wants to bring joy to people at Christmas time. And
by the way, Mom, I'm recording your right, so you should get more off the left side.
okay, thanks for the help. So this is his office over here on the left.
Oh, Santa's on the chimney.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
How beautiful.
I like the stuff in the windows too.
Yeah, Yeah, he has a lot of cool stuff in his office windows.
Oh, I like
the doggies.
That's so cute. That is absolutely adorable.
He has rescue cats. Yeah.
Oh, does this span across multiple houses?
He has a really large property and owns all of this, but
He has 2 guest houses.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What does he do for work?
He's an airline pilot.
Oh. Well, those guys do make a whole lot.
Yeah, I would say he does well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little carriage. I know you said you had my right, Johnny, so I'm not. Yeah, they've got it down pat. I'm sure how they put it up and take it down, but they do add every single year. And it's just amazing out here. Look at Santa has his own little spot in there.
That is a really nice display.
I don't know what that building is, but I literally wonder if it was put up just for Santa.
I think it's the pool house.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is.
I think that's the pool in front of it.
That's a guest house.
The other dog inflatable over there. Oh, there's Snoopy and Woodstock.
Yeah?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Everybody's almost favorite part is the tunnel coming up, though.
Oh, there's a tunnel?
Look at the tunnel.
Oh, wow.
So it's covered with black plastic, and that's what keeps all the light inside the tunnel. It's pretty much amazing.
Yeah. Oh, there's an inflatable that pops up. It's Mickey.
Oh, I like the gingerbread one.
Oh, this one's out.
Mom, I'm gonna switch from the right to top to for the skylight.
Sure. Wow.
I'm still out to our right, by the way, so you can go
Okay.
on the left.
That's great. There's so much to see.
Do you want to keep pointed back?
Yep.
Or? Okay.
Highest.
Yeah, I realized I put them both straight, and that probably wasn't what I wanted to do.
Oh, they're pretty wide. But we'll remember that for next year. We'll kind of angle them to the left.
One should be
Johnny.
straight, one should be left, and then I
Keeps
can go
going.
right.
No, we're at
This
the
is-
exit.
This is pretty much the end.
Okay, I saw all the lights over there. It's like,
Yeah, well, we decorate this whole property, but you can't get to the whole property.
Right.
Yeah, some really unique stuff.
it's nice of you guys to donate to this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's part of your mom's Christmas present.
Well, and it keeps everyone in the family happy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, your mom really enjoys it. So.
Well, that was a ton of fun, but it's always over too quick. But don't worry, we're gonna go to several other houses tonight before we take Sam back to his house. It's only 6:30.
Wow, it's pitch black though. You think it's
Yeah.
late?
So I tried to open a service request ticket with Tesla, and I am unable to open a service ticket right now for any reason. I'm trying to say this as calm as possible. It runs a diagnostic, tells me I'm on the latest software, and refuses to allow me to open up a service ticket on, again, anything. Not just on software update or autopilot or any of the other things, on anything. Noise and vibration. I can't even open a ticket on that. It tells me I've run a software diagnostic and you're on the latest software. Therefore, you need to, you know, be patient to wait for the next one and put it on advance. And okay, I'm going to enjoy the Christmas lights now. I've let this whole thing is basically, definitely took a little bit of the sweetness off the day, so I need to stop. There's nothing else I can do about it tonight. I did all of the things. Look at the giant Rudolph. So on Bay Bouquet Court Lane,
Yeah.
the neighbors have really stepped up right along with the Rogers Family Light Show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Impressive.
See the Bucky's Chipmunk inflatable? This family obviously is a fan of Bucky's.
It's a beaver, not a chipmunk.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's why I said that.
I understand.
I got my cartoon confused. Well, it's really hard to get a view of it tonight, so I got out of the car so I could appreciate it better. They do an awesome job here for lights to music. It's one of the best in the area. It's got the tree going with all kinds of animation, and the whole house and the garage, and right down to the tubes here at the front. But of course the tree. stop at the Cary Walmart. Well, I think it was quick. The guys might not think I was quick. To buy one of the out January 1st sets that's already out. I got the camera because that's the one they had. We're here at Happy Land Christmas lights. They won the great light fight one year. It's a little scaled down now. His UFO is missing, but he's got all his blow mold penguins, and he has these carolers. Well, it has a really old nativity scene, ornate, well preserved, and then he has these carolers. They're kind of in front of the dinosaur, and I think they're from the 50s. They've been lovingly restored, and he never leaves them out in the rain. He comes out and he covers them. And oh, I do see the aliens up on the right side of the porch here. Their UFO just isn't up.
There's the Grinch.
Yeah, he's got the dinosaur. I don't see the old fire truck. He used to park a real old fire truck with Santa or Grinch at the steering wheel. So we've got NC State roasting the UNCC Ram. Yep. I mean the UNC, sorry, Carolina, not Johnny School, but the Blue School.
That one is
Go 49ers.
Oh, look at the guy. What's the name of the guy that paints all the artistry?
Oh.
Yeah,
Very
yes,
good.
yeah. There's him and his canvas. Yeah.
I always like
I remember years stopping here at the end of the driveway when the kids were little, and he'd have the
snow machine.
the snow machine, which was bubbles, and you'd have hot cocoa, and you'd put in a couple dollars. I don't remember. I think for St. Jude's, and he was out here a lot of nights talking to the families, talking to the kids.
Real nice guy.
Yeah, it's a little scaled back, but there's a lot there to still look at and enjoy. Thank you for putting it up. It's family tradition every year. Well, we couldn't figure out how to get FM radio at Ruby tonight to save our lives, so we can't hear the songs, but we're at the Goldman Family Light Show, which is 0.4 of a mile from Happy Land Christmas Lights, so it's just down the road, and support our troops. And this house has been here for years too. We're both dead tired, but Don's the kind of husband that because I need to make a cheesecake, want to make a cheesecake for Michelle's part of her Christmas for tomorrow, he's out here helping me at 10 o'clock at night, no less. He's doing the graham crackers. What can I do next, kitten? What's next? What do you need help with? I mean, he's not in there sitting on the couch leaving me alone. I said I was going to go inside and have a roast beef, and I was trying to say I was going to have a root beer. That's how tired I am.
Christmas is coming, the snowflakes will be falling. It's the most wonderful time of year. So hang up your stockings, put the tinsel on the tree, because Christmas is coming, my dear. It's the only time of year the reindeer fly. You can't see them on their sleigh ride across the sky.